Hey guys, today I am coming at you with a new collection video. It's been a while since I've done one of these, and today I'm going to be sharing with you my fragrance collection. And the reason I felt like it was a good time to do this is because I just got 2 more fragrances to add to my collection, so it seems a bit more like a collection now. Before we dive too far into this video, be sure to turn on your notifications down below, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I do come out with new videos every week. Alright, so this is my second time filming this video, so bear with me. The first time I filmed, my audio was turned off. Heartbreaking. So, well, let's do this again. I'm going to share with you my first fragrance that I've had for quite a while. I don't know if it's my first fragrance, but I've had it for a long time. And it is the Jimmy Choo Blossom. This is very sweet, very feminine, very floral. It smells kind of like berries, which I will tell you all the little notes in each of these fragrances. My mom had found this one for me, I think at Marshall's or TJ Maxx or whatever it is, and you can tell that I've used quite a bit of it. It is just such a nice fragrance, very girly. Like I said, the cap is beautiful. It's very sparkly looking without having actual sparkles on it. I believe this is the 1 ounce, yeah, no, 1.3 ounces. The top notes in this one are red berries and citrus cocktail. The heart is sweet pea and rose, and the base is white musk and sandalwood. Now you will find a theme as we go through these as to why I like all of these fragrances. You're going to see a lot of sandalwood, a lot of musk. You'll see. You'll understand. I'm very much into sweet but musky, woody, spicy type of fragrances. This is really, really fruity. I like it because to me it does smell like the raspberry notes, and raspberries are my favorite fruit. Delicious. It does last on the skin a fairly long time, but it's not my most long-lasting fragrance. One that I have had for a little while as well is the Victor&Rolf Flowerbomb. This is probably my second favorite fragrance that I have. It's so tough to be able to pick favorites because you have fragrances that you wear for different occasions, different seasons. So it's more about that emotional connection or that sensual feeling with the fragrance versus like which one is your favorite of all time. Maybe that's just me, but this is a beautiful fragrance. This is like my first sort of more mature fragrance is the way I would describe it, because it's not super sweet and delicate, but it's still got that sweet aspect to it where it's a little more sexy sweet. I love the packaging. I believe this is the 1 ounce. Yeah, this is the 1 fluid ounce. I'd love to get the bigger size of this because I know I'm gonna go through this because I love the smell. I'm gonna say that about everything. You can find this guy at Sephora, and I believe it's online at Ulta now. And the top note is bergamot and orange blossom. And I also really like orange scents. The middle or heart is jasmine rose freesia. Ooh. The base is vanilla, praline, and patchouli. So you'll see a lot of vanilla, a lot of oranges as well in the fragrances that I love. This is just such a staple. A lot of people really like it for good reason. Very sexy. It lasts a long time on the skin. Like this lasts on me all day. Love the scent. Beautiful little bottle. Looks like a little, I don't know, like a little grenade. it's really cute with the little stamp here, the V&R. I like having this out on my vanity. Does anyone else love this fragrance? Beautiful. Sticking on the Victor&Rolf trend, I picked this up earlier this year when Sephora was having a sale. It's their Flowerbomb Nectar fragrance, and I got a little bit of a bigger size. Not the biggest because that's really expensive. This is the 1.7 ounce. I think they offer it in the 1.7 and then like the 3.4 or what have you. I smelled this in store and was like, oh my gosh, I so love that. And I didn't buy it at first, but then I got some like bad news during the time of the sale, and I was like, you know what? Buying it. It makes me smell amazing. It smells like, oh, it's flower bomb, but sweeter. So it brings me kind of back to the more feminine, girly side, where the original Flowerbomb is like the feminine, mature side. And I mean, the bottles are so cute. This one's a little bit fatter, a little more pink. Adorable. So with the Flowerbomb Nectar, you've got that bergamot oil again. You've got black currant, living gunpowder, which is pretty cool. Gives it that like sexy smell. Orange flower, jasmine, And then it's got some other scents too, which I forgot to write down. Let me grab those. The base notes are tonka bean, benzoin, vanilla, and patchouli oil. So very similar to the original Flowerbomb, but it's got more of that, again, sweet scented smell, like nectar. It's sweet. The name gives it that, and still has that muskiness that I love. YSL Black Opium. This is, I think, the first expensive fragrance that I bought for myself. I was so excited to buy this. I love the bottle. It's black. It looks kind of like a flask, but it's glittery. It's so pretty. You can see the fragrance through it, and it just makes you feel fancy. Yves Saint Laurent Black Opium. This is kind of similar to Flowerbomb Nectar, but not quite as long lasting on the skin. It does last a long time. It's a little bit, I don't know, it's a little different. It's hard to describe. Let me tell you the notes, maybe that'll make it a little easier. So the notes in this one are vanilla bean, so it's got that vanilla that I love. The heart is white flowers, and the base is black coffee. That black coffee gives it that like sexy base to it. I love these that have the sexy base, but it's got the vanilla or the orange or some sort of scent to make it a little more fruity and delicate. This is not a delicate fragrance for me. It's very loud. This is one of those fragrances that if you smell it on somebody, you're gonna be like, that's why I sell Black Opium, because it's one of those unique scents. Very, very nice. I use it a lot, as you can see. I try to kind of rotate my fragrances because of either the seasons or, again, how I'm feeling that day or what have you, because I don't want to go through them so fast because they are so expensive, but they smell so good. This is such a nice fragrance. This scent's kind of random, but I figured I'd just share it because it was sitting with all my other fragrances. This came in a little Physicians Formula pack. I'll have the video show up. I did a review on it, but it's supposed to smell like their butter bronzer. And if you haven't tried Physicians Formula's butter bronzer before, it does smell sort of tropical. It's very artificial tropical smell, but I like it. I like the smell of it. It's kind of like a pina colada, just beachy scent. And I've used it a little bit this summer. It's not the most amazing. This is probably the least long wearing, but it is not a perfume. It's a EDT, so it's not going to last as long on the skin. But I figured I'd just share it because it's cute and little. This is a nice one that you could just throw in your bag if you want to have a little something as you go throughout the day instead of carrying around a big bottle, or if you're traveling or something like that. It's just a nice little guy to have with you. Speaking of smaller fragrances, I just got this somewhat recently. I picked up the rollerball of the Elizabeth and James Nirvana Black. This is my most masculine scent that I own. I've been eyeing this fragrance forever. I have wanted this for so long. I just haven't been able to like jump on it, or it's never been the right time. And I really got this rollerball to make sure, yes, this is a fragrance that I want, because it is so much more masculine, at least in my opinion, than my other fragrances. I wasn't sure if my boyfriend would like the scent on me, which he does, thankfully, but it's definitely not fruity floral. I think it does have vanilla. Let me look at the notes here. Yeah, it does have vanilla. So they describe this one as violet, sandalwood, and vanilla. So again, you got all things that that I enjoy in a fragrance, and it's so strong. This is one of those fragrances that you don't need to use a lot and you can smell on your skin all day. I'm not a big fan of the other Elizabeth and James scents. I've tried them. The white's okay. The bourbon actually smells like bacon on me. My sister loves the Elizabeth and James Nirvana bourbon scent, but I can't wear it because it makes me smell like I've rubbed myself in bacon. But this one, the Elizabeth and James Nirvana Black, I love. Probably putting the full size on my Christmas list because it just so sexy. Just, it's a powerful scent. It makes you feel powerful. It's more of a fall winter smell. All right, and the two that kind of prompted this video are two Michael Kors fragrances. I picked up Michael Kors Sheer just the other day, and I picked this up because it was 90% off at Ulta, and I had been eyeing the new Coach floral fragrance that was on my list. It's still on my list, but I really wanted to get that one. But I was like, well, I can get two Michael Kors fragrances for 90% off. and I can definitely wait on getting one fragrance that's not going to have as much product. I justified it in my mind, which I'm glad I did, because having these two fragrances, which you'll see the next one in just a minute, to rotate between having the 3.4 fluid ounces is more worth it to me. So again, this is Michael Kors Sheer. I love the packaging because it looks like kind of prismatic. It's got that diamond look to it. It looks really nice without the top on it as well. The top gets my fingerprints all over it. This, I wasn't sure I was going to love as much as I do, and it's kind of more unique to me. It's a little more, I don't know. This smells like a bouquet of flowers, but it's not sweet. It's like a bouquet of flowers that are fresh, but it has that musky undertone that I love. So I'm really glad I ended up picking this up, because it does have some of those notes that I really enjoy, and this is one fragrance that doesn't have that super sweet smell that a lot of the ones I have do. This is literally like a bouquet of flowers, and you spray it on yourself. It's got tarragon, and it's also got lily as the mid note, and the base is white cedar wood. So all things I really enjoy. It does really smell like lilies. I'm so happy I picked this up, and for 90% off, because if it's not 90% off, it's pretty expensive. The other Michael Kors one I got for 90% off was the Exotic Blossom. This is the perfect citrus perfume. It's what I'm wearing today. I have it on. I felt like with my little cherry top and just a little orange on my eyes, it's a perfect day to have a nice little citrus scent. The bottle is beautiful, very different from the other Michael Kors bottle, except that it does have that nice shiny top on it. They look really beautiful next to each other, even though they're so different. The top note is mango, the mid note is rose petals, and the base is musk. So all of these have a theme, and they're all similar to each other in one way or another, but they're all so different. So I hope you enjoyed my fragrance collection video. I'd love to hear what fragrances you enjoy in the comments down below. What's your signature scent? Do you change it based on the season? Do you change it based on your moods? I'd love to hear your input on how you handle fragrance. Also, if you have any recommendations based off of the ones that you saw in my collection, please let me know. I'm open to trying even more fragrances. I love chatting with you guys. You're all amazing. So please be sure to like, share, subscribe, and comment so we can chat again, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, everyone. Hey guys, I can't anymore. I'm done.